The car market crash is just beginning, and it's going to get a lot worse. Vehicles are getting more and more expensive. Consumers are saying, I'm not paying $80,000 for the same vehicle that was just $40,000 just 5 years ago. So prices have increased so much, and people are saying, I'm done, and I don't even want all the technology. All these new vehicles are coming with new features, new this, self-driving technology, and all this stuff that people don't even really want, and they have to pay for it. So they're like, no, I would just rather get what I had before. I just want a new version of what I had. Basic, simple, reliable, and it was nice. But unfortunately, manufacturers, they're saying they can't because, the government's mandating emission standards. They're mandating us auto start and stop technology, the MDS, where the cylinders will shut off and all that kind of stuff for better fuel economy. But honestly, all that stuff really prematurely makes the engine go away. So is it really even better for the environment if you have to replace the whole vehicle sooner? Because literally, active fuel management systems make the engine go away sooner. It's just a fact. And then you have the other issue with they're mandating safety features. So it's not cheap to have the lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and all this kind of stuff, pre-collision warning, and the full self-driving. I was just recently in Phoenix, Arizona, and they have something called Waymo. It's a full self-driving car, pretty crazy, like an Uber. It picks you up, full self-driving. You really got to trust it, though. That's something I'll say. I don't know. Would you trust it in your city, or would you trust to get in it? I don't know. It was pretty scary. But there's no driver. I was wondering who's buying these electric Jaguars, but it makes sense. Now there's a company. I was like, it's one of the slowest selling vehicles, but they use electric Jaguars, and they're full self-driving. I know they cost a ton of money, but here's the deal. There's people online that are saying driving will be illegal in the future. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know that was a thing, but that's a whole deal. I don't see how it could happen in my lifetime, but wow, they're pushing for that, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if the company is, but I know people online are. But the full self-driving deal, all our vehicles are going to have it like Super Cruise in General Motors. They're wanting to put it all the way down near, I think, LT and above. So not LS, but everything above that's going to have it, which means every consumer has to pay the additional $5,000 to $10,000, whatever it costs to have that technology. And yeah, some people like it, but at least leave it as an option because a lot of people don't want it. They like driving is a full-time job to me. So let me drive my vehicle. I don't want auto start and stop. I don't want all this stuff. So that's why this market crash is becoming a bigger deal, because inventory has rebounded back to 2019 times. Everything's rebounding back stronger than ever. Repos rebounding back strong. Really bad, actually, because a lot of lenders were giving this money out. Even if some people were making their car payments for the last year and a half, 2 years, now they're in a pinch. Guess what? The car's gone. You didn't put a down payment. You don't have any equity. You're upside down, so you're stuck in the car. You can't make the car payment. Now you're really screwed. So it's just a circle effect. And now rates, they're starting to come down a little bit, but most people are like, even 0% is not going to make me buy an $80,000 pickup truck. You need 0% plus $40,000 off. And that costs the dealership and the manufacturer a lot of money to finance something at 0% and to discount it $40,000, because the manufacturer really has to step in, because what does it really cost them to build these cars? Especially a manufacturer that outsources all their production, let's say like the new Tacoma to Mexico, built on wages that are under $3, and they charge us the premium price, the Toyota premium, but it's like, hey, the 4Runner is built in Japan with a lot higher wages, but there's no additional savings that I get from the vehicle being built in Mexico. So it's just a never-ending crisis here that I think is going to continue to get worse, because Americans are smart and they're like, I'm not going to pay these prices. Some dealers are begging, and they're literally giving all the profit away. They're giving service profit away, I think, discounting some of these trucks literally $30,000 when the manufacturer wasn't giving a big rebate. Now the manufacturer's starting to step up, but with all these vehicles sitting there and everything's going to get more techy. It's not like anything's going to go backwards. We know that. And it's not like, even if the government does say, hey, we can slow down. We're not going to mandate this. We're not going to mandate that. We don't need full self-driving anytime soon. They're still going to push for it, and people are still going to do it. And it's all okay, but leave it as an option. A lot of consumers want a basic old truck. They want a basic old vehicle. We want it to be safe, but we also want it to be reliable. We want it to be affordable. And it just can't be. It's not even so much about the money. It's about what you're paying for. If you pay $80,000 for a vehicle that should only be $30,000, that's the problem. I get that vehicles are expensive, but not a Ford F-150 to be $130,000. It just doesn't add up. Or $150,000 I've seen them at. So It's just numbers that I can't believe, and it's not going to go anywhere but up from here. We might have a year or two of prices that kind of roll back just a little bit, I think, because I've seen some manufacturers with their new MSRPs that went down just a tad, but most of them went up, to be honest. But still, if they lower it just a little bit, it ain't going to do anything. Let's just be honest. It will do absolutely nothing. But let me know what you think. Have a great day. And would you actually do the full self-driving? Would you get in a full self-driving Waymo vehicle with no driver driving you around other vehicles? Do you think the technology can react in time? Would you trust it? Let me know. Have a great day and stay blessed.